Sanbunan Bangani, glad you could make it back. Welcome back to the awareness page. As you already know, we deal with finance, economy, human psychology, and sometimes travel content. So let's get into it. In the last video, we spoke about the types of solutions that you could have. So basically, whether you're a store card user, credit card user, a debit card user, or you're a loan user. This video serves as a segue from part one. You should go and probably watch the first part to understand what's really going on. And if you already know what's going on, just watch it anyway, because you might find some valuable information that you probably didn't know, or just to reiterate your memory. As usual, friends, this does not constitute financial advice. So you're gonna have to go out there and seek your own financial advice. Usually banks provide them. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so we're just gonna get into the video. So I'm gonna share my screen now, and we can start ahead and look at the 5 banks that provide all these credit solutions. We're also going to be getting into what these credit solutions look like for you. If you have not subscribed, please do so, as the channel is steadily growing. Thank you so much. That's all I just wanted to say quickly before we just get into the video. Okay, let's get started. So first up is FNB. We're going to be looking at FNB right there, Absa, Netbank. We're going to be looking at Standard Bank, and then finally Discovery. Great. So we want to know which bank offers the most bang for your bucks depending on your tier. And I will also be getting into the types of tier that exist. So I'll be dividing between the student option plans or budget saver accounts, which is the first type of account that usually each bank provides. The mid tier, we'll get into the mid tier cards, the cards and perks that come with it. And then the private and luxury banking. Obviously, that is the best card that a bank will usually have. Anyway, so this is going to be FNB. FNB has a few cards under its belts. FNB is a very old company. It's existed for like a while now. I don't know from how long. I would have to Google the history. But anyway, they have, as you can see here, First National Bank. Their FNB stands for First National Bank. They have all types of products, as you can imagine. They've been around for a while now. So we're going to be looking at their credit cards in terms of the score system that I mentioned previously. So that's either going to be a student or budget saver option, number 1. Number 2, it's a mid-tier, or number 3, it's a luxury card. And each and every bank has those. So the first one is their Aspire product, which is their credit card. All of these are credit cards, by the way. So make sure that your credit card aligns with your unique needs and offers benefits that really matter. So FNB is unique from the other banks. I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. So they have an Aspire credit card, a Premier credit card, and they have the private section credit card, and finally an extra product, which is called the petrol card. They have 3 credit cards technically. If you really look at it, the budget saving credit option is the Aspire, which goes for 55 rand per month. Then they have the mid tier, which is Premier credit card, which goes for 109 rands per month at the time of making this video. And finally, they have these 2, private clients and private wealth card, which fall into the same tier, luxury tier. Now, it's important to note the merchant tier is Visa. Visa credit cards are often very much more beneficial. In my case, I mean, it could work differently for you. Yeah. The private client's credit card, as you can see, the private client is 176 rands per month, which is less than 200 rands. Not as expensive as you would think. And the private wealth is obviously a lot more expensive, which is 325 per month. Again, at the time of making this video. Now, you need to be earning a certain amount to be getting this credit card. You need to have employment, and usually what they do is it's either you qualify by having a job that you have, or by savings. There's certain criteria that they factor, either by asset management. Perhaps you have more assets than you do have cash, so you could tie a credit card into your asset. But investments also do count. I know you can get these credit cards through that. When they say minimum income or the required income, they don't necessarily mean it's supposed to be. They don't mean that you should be earning money every single month from a job or 9 to 5. You could earn money in other ways but still get the card. So it's worth mentioning, by the way. So their Aspire credit card is their budget credit card. Let's see what it offers. The Aspire credit card is obviously 55 rand a month, and it requires you to have a minimum of 60 rand to 300,000 rands, which is not too bad. It's affordable, and the offers that you get here are: you get a personalized and competitive interest rate, you get a free budget facility, enjoy 55-day interest, purchase protect offers a wide variety of simple and secure ways to pay with their FNB app, which includes the thing that makes it special from the other banks, called eBucks. They have an eBucks system. Remember, I did talk about reward systems that each bank offers, and almost all of these have their own sort of cashback system. And for FNB, it's called the eBucks, which is a lot more valuable. You can get 30% of a rebate on your funeral plan premiums. Oh, yikes. You can also pay off your credit card account easily with automatic payments. I don't know how that benefits you. Why do they need to include that in there? But you can get rewarded with WhatsApp messaging and 15% back in data on your FNB Connect SIM plan and bundle purchase. But yeah, I'm not really interested in these. I'm interested in what they offer. So the benefits are the travel benefits. You get 2 complimentary annual slow lounge visits with eBucks Travel and pay no charge for global travel insurance. They offer their own global travel insurance. With FNB, their slow lounges, I think, are local. They're domestic lounges that are more local. You don't find them in other countries. So you do get 2 visits if you use your credit card, Aspire credit card, to obviously buy your ticket for your flight. You could earn eBucks and spend those eBucks while you shop across a variety of partners like Takealot, Checkers, Engine, iStore, and Clicks at no additional cost. So an eBucks system works like this. I swipe at one of these retail partners for a certain amount. There's a minimum spend usually with these things. When I swipe, I get all that cash back in the form of eBucks. I don't know when eBucks come in. They have special deals as well that you can get percentages off your eBucks. These include the iStore shop, the Pro shop for your golfers, your Cycle Lab for your cyclists, and yeah, you just have to inform you could use your eBucks basically at a retailer. You can use it at online shops, but yeah, they work. You can also get discounts, I think, on kudu.co.za right here. I'm just gonna highlight it. Yeah, if you get that and basically all of those things. I want to add my input onto what, okay, so the max you can get is 250,000 rands of a credit limit a year. That's roughly 20,000 rands of a limit in your card every month. And yeah, there are additional costs, but we're not going to get into that. It's a great startup product if you want the eBuck, and you should definitely check it out if you're like a budget saver or a low income earner as well. You could upgrade that into a Fusion Aspire, which the Fusion Aspire is 115 rands per month. This one includes additional facilities for your family, and I would get into that, but I'm under a time crunch. By the way, I'm not affiliated or associated with any of these entities that I'm showing you. This is just purely for just research purposes, really. We're just looking at the different products that you could scope out and maybe use to your advantage. And it does not mean that they are paying me to show their products. This is just what's available on our market in South Africa. Okay, so I think that's it from the Aspire credit card. You get 2 slow lounge visits, you get some discounts, you get eBucks, you get fuel rewards, I think, with your eBucks as well. But your eBucks program is basically the whole system that matters the most. You see these discounts, those exclusive offers that they have with eBucks, I think are a lot more beneficial. But you don't really get the full perks of the card or of the program of eBucks, essentially, because this is the startup program. And for the price you're paying, expect to have even less. So that brings us to a mid-tier product, which is the FNB Premier Credit Card, which starts off at 110 Rand per month. You need a minimum of 300,000 every year, and that's roughly for 12 months. That's roughly gonna be 25,000 rands a month. So you're gonna need 25,000 rands a month to qualify for this credit card. You're gonna be paying 110 every month to maintain the credit card. Great. Let's check out the card. This is more mid-tier. The FNB Premier Credit Card. So you earn additional eBucks, I'm thinking. I think this is the best one to use when it comes to eBucks and getting your cash back. It offers you a lot more rewards. They have a budget facility to which you could repay your device through and earn up to a 40% back in eBucks on your monthly premiums, which is very dependent, I've heard, on their tiers. They have 5 tiers, and those tiers are going to be essentially what dictates the maximum rewards you're going to get. So for example, if they say up to 40%, to get that 40%, you need to be at the highest tier. And in order to get to that tier, you need to play their puzzles. What I mean by puzzles is not necessarily like actual puzzles. I just mean like there's certain things you have to do, like daily transactions, in terms of what you use the card for, where you use the card, how you use it, that sort of games. Once you understand how and where to use your card, it'll reward you ultimately, and that will give you that cashback benefit to a maximum. Sometimes these are ridiculous, guys, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Premier I think is the best one because it awards you with your ebucks right there. The Easy product is not. I don't think they even have a credit card facility. I think this is just a debit card. And once you have the debit card, you can obviously have the credit card that comes with it. You could make it a sort of a suite product, basically. You have the debit and the credit for that. But the Easy does not have a credit facility. You can only have a credit facility from Aspire to Premier to the private side. Great, now that that's established, you need a level 5. They have different tiers, and unfortunately I can't show that to you right now, but I think they work in tiers here in FNB, and in order to do that, like I said, you need qualifying spends, qualifying transactions, and that sort of thing, and you have to be on the lookout for that. But yeah, you also get those slow lounge visits, which are great. You get to eat free food at the airport. You get eight complimentary slow lounge visits. You get 8 slow lounge visits every single year for free. You don't pay anything at a slow lounge once you pay your plane ticket with your Premier card account. So, and you get 40% off on selected flights based on your rewards level with no charge for global insurance. I'm trying to figure out what exactly those flights are. There's not a lot of information on FNB other than what you get here. But from what I've heard, people are earning ebucks from their swiping here. So yeah, they also offer comprehensive products. Usually when you add on an additional product with your credit card, it boosts up your reward level. Then you can get the maximum. It's a shame that I can't exactly see where the list for the different tiers is, but I know it's somewhere here. I just don't think I'll have enough time to find it without making the video any longer. So yes, you could also add on and make it a family plan, like have a partner use your Fusion, your Premier card. Basically, it's called Fusion once they merge the card product with that. I hope that makes sense. But essentially, you'll be paying 110 from. Oh wait, it's still the same price. So you're paying the same price to make it a Fusion Premier, which is basically like a joint account. So yeah, that is it for the mid tier. You just need to be earning that much and be spending a certain criteria, which I'm sad that they didn't include that in there. Yeah, there's not a lot on the products from FNB, but that's basically it. So far, FNB for their range, the lowest tier is 60,000 a year, which minimum you need to be earning 5,000, which is the baseline for almost every product that we're going to be looking at from each of these banks. So yes, you earn ebucks starting from every credit card that you pay that tier. With Aspire, you can earn ebucks. You can earn ebucks with Premier. You can earn ebucks with private clients. So it's very important to note that. Yeah, having a credit card with a cashback system is a lot more valuable in my observation. So yeah, you should definitely think about getting this card if you know that you're going to be getting discounts at some of their partners. So that includes Engine. As we've seen here, there's a bunch. There's Engine, there's Kudu, there's a lot, man. I miss them, but if I find the chance, I'm gonna edit that in and show you the list of their partners. Now we get into the private side. They offer 2 credit cards under private. There's private clients and private wealth. Obviously, private wealth being the highest tier that they have, being for high income earners. And most of these people are just people that run businesses, to tell you the truth. And so they have a lot of assets to their name, so they apply for the card anyway and get it. Basically, most private clients are just flexing, unless you really need that spend limit, but they can offer you high credit rewards, oftentimes better lounge access, better airport visits, and things like that. If you're really going to use them, normally these are the people that do use these. I'm not going to lie. Premier clients and private clients. So premier clients and private clients are the types of people that like traveling usually. So they do use the travel benefits that come with a card. Private wealth usually comes with a private wealth asset manager, which is a person who just takes care of your property and ensures that you're wealthy, you're generating income. They are people who know you tailored like. Private clients is just the added benefit of having quick banking and efficient resources allocated to you. You'll usually have a team of bankers, and it's the same with private wealth, but I would say private wealth is more long term. Whereas with private clients, it's just going to serve you for short term needs. But we could check that out. So to be a private client to have the credit card, you need to be earning a minimum of 750,000 for a year, and that is around 62,500 rand a month. I'm pretty sure even with 60,000 rand a month, they will accept you, because chances are at that range you'll probably have some savings and investments, so they'll take you anyway. But yeah, let's see what they offer. So you're paying 176 rands a month, and you get e-bucks at these are the rewards partners. So you do earn rewards when shopping at partners like Takealot, Checkers, Engine, iStore, and Clicks. I'm just going to be looking at the ones worth noting. So they refund your amount, like purchase protection. Like, you know, in the previous video I did mention that some of these cards do have like a protection, fraud protection, and here we see that you can get up to 12,500 rands back in case, you know, there's any sort of fraud on your account. So if you lost 20,000 rands from like a fraudulent activity or transaction, then you don't get all of that amount. So let's say, for example, you lost 20,000 rands. You're only going to be getting 12,500 rand maximum from that amount. So the rest, that's up to you to get. So there are caps and limits in most of these perks. You can pay off your medical expenses at an interest rate of prime or prime plus 2. Prime or prime plus 2, depending on your credit score, of course. It means these people have a very low interest rate, and they tend to not pay a lot back in, you know, you can earn 60% back on your e-bucks in your monthly premiums. So that's a lot. Imagine if you're paying off a phone for like 2,000 rands a month. 60% is a lot. I have a calculator right here, so I'm just going to do the math quickly. So that's going to be 1,200 rands in e-bucks back. And sometimes you get discounts even on your e-bucks, I believe. I'm not sure. You get 8 complimentary lounge visits at their slow lounges, which is like an FNB thing. You get discounts with flights and car hire as well. I think you do get them with the other products they offer, but you know, not as good as private banking. And you are offered family banking, where you can receive 50% back of your partner's monthly account fee. So if you're paying 176, your partner will be paying half that amount to fuse that account. Basically, this fusion product, you'll be paying $455 per month, and your partner will be paying less than that, I think. Or it'll be, if you're not doing fusion banking, it'll be half of 176, which is allocated right here. Okay. So now that's about it. 3 times more value and connect with your cell phone rewards plus exclusive retail offers. Great. We can see here you only have an initiation fee of 200 rands, which is the same for the other cards, and there are additional fees, but the most rewarding thing here is e-bucks. It is e-bucks. They have a bunch of information. You could go ahead on their website and go check it out. I'll attach the link down below if you want to check them out and see if you could find the things that I could not find here. So yeah, they have debt protection cover as well. That's nice. That's nice. And finally, we could look at the private wealth, which you're paying 325 rands a month. We could read that you need 1.8 million rands or more. That could be in assets or income. So this is a luxurious card. It has extra perks, and we're gonna just be looking at those. So you get repay your device through your budget facility and earn up to 100% in e-bucks on your monthly premium. So you're paying nothing. Basically, your e-bucks are paying for your account. There's probably going to be an activation fee somewhere to activate this perk, probably. I don't know, but imagine that you're paying off your cell phone contract and you get all of that value back in e-bucks. So that means the next month's cell phone bill is covered. Now get up to 40% on your life insurance premiums with FNB Life Insurance. They also offer different variable products as do any other bank. Now, this is a metal credit card. That's another thing with private wealth credit card. There are 36 complimentary annual slow lounge visits with e-bucks travel. You get 40% off on selected flights and pay no charge for global travel insurance. 36 complimentary annual slow visits is quite a lot. In my defense, you'd have to be like traveling a lot. So usually I've noticed that private clients are people who tend to use the card for traveling, but you earn e-bucks from your purchases at qualifying stores as well. So for the metal card, you pay 1,120. I think it's like a once-off fee, but don't quote me on that. And you pay it at 325. And if you want to make it a fusion product, you're going to be paying 600 rands basically. So that's it from FNB. If you want to check them out, I'll link them below. And now we're doing Absa. Absa is a bank that I use personally. I've had my Absa account for about a year now, and I can't say I'm complaining. Though a lot of people do say that Absa has expensive fees, but personally, I haven't faced that problem. So it's a very competitive market, and based on what your needs are, you have to be looking out for those things. To start off, I will say that FNB is much better at providing business solutions than any other bank so far that I know. But we're not reviewing business credit cards right now, but so far, yeah, I think it's better in value to using their business, or it's a lot more affordable. I don't know, but I just like FNB for business. In terms of Absa, I like it for mid-tier and lower income earners. I think it can really do the differences here. So you see they have different types of credit cards. They have the gold credit card, which is their number one product that is typically used. Oh, I'm seeing here it's reached an increase. The credit card product, the gold credit card, was 5,000 rands per month. It's up to now 7,000 a month, which I did not notice that big leap. Their mid-tier product is going to be the premium banking credit card, which you're paying 97 rand per month for. The recommended income is going to be 25,000 rands a month. And finally, their private banking is going to be the 200 rand a month and 62,500 rands per month, which is the same as FNB's. But it's worth noting that Absa has additional facilities as well. But they also have a comprehensive list of products here. So they've got a FlexiCore credit card, which has increased again. I think last year in 2023, it was around 5,000 rands, but now it's 7,000 rands per month minimum. And you have to pay 50 rand a month to maintain the card. And they also have this student credit card, which I have told you lots about, which is the current product that I'm using. Nothing has increased, nothing has changed, and we'll maybe take a look into that once we have time, if we have time. I'm hoping we do have time. And then these are the budget or bundled sort of credit cards. But we're not going to look at those for now. We're just going to be looking at the lower tier, mid-tier, and private banking side. This is the additional product. It's called the British Airways credit card. I think you get miles or Avios points from that. It's a flying card, strictly. It's a flying card. And it's a product worth noting if you don't feel like there's a bank that meets your standard. So remember, you could either be looking for banking for comprehensive credit, just straight up credit with a straight budget and just wanting to transact and not get anything from that, and that's okay. Or you could use it to maximize the rewards and points that you get. Or you could use it for fuel spends, and that falls into the rewards tier. But they're more crucial when it comes to traveling perks. They offer you much protection when you're a person who travels outside of the country. So we're going to be looking at their gold credit card and what it offers. 57 rand a month, and you have to have a minimum of a 7,000 rand income. Again, that doesn't have to be what you're earning. It could just be in assets, So what are the features that come with the card? So they do not have a reward system as far as I know. I mean, a point system. They have a reward system, they just don't have a point system. You just get cashback as cashback from the reward system. They don't have an e-bucks program. They just have Absa rewards, which gives you cashback. See, cashback with Absa rewards, free meals for completing challenges on the app. Oops. Cashback with Absa rewards, free meals for completing challenges on your app. Preferential rates to access the Bidvest Premier Domestic and International Lounge. So with FNB, it was the slow lounges. With Absa, it's going to be the Bidvest Premier lounges, which I think there's one at Tambo. So here are additional features worth noting. I'm only going to be focusing on the ones that really count. So they have access to Bidvest Premier Airport lounges at preferential rates. There are terms and conditions. You get 1.5 million basic cover for travel emergencies, and you get the Absa rewards. I think they also use tiers. They have 3 tiers, tier 1, 2, and 3, if I'm not mistaken, but they have 5 tiers, either one. They offer the exclusive visa benefits, like a global merchant offer. So basically what this means is, hold on a second. I felt like my camera was skewed. So basically, yes, this is Visa local offers. You get to access the Visa global portal. You just type in visa.africa and you see all those deals there. Because you have this Absa credit card that is Visa, you can buy using it or pay using your Absa at any point of system of purchase in the world. So you can use it at an ATM that is Visa branded anywhere in the world. You just have to authorize that with your bank if you're going to be leaving the country. Yes, the tap to pay, and yeah, that's basically it. There's not a lot to tell about some of these products or these credit cards, but yeah, it just offers you a straight budget. It's one of those lower tier or student entry level tier of credit cards. It doesn't have a lot of perks, But yeah, sometimes I just think these banks give us these perks that we don't really need, and they take that additional cash and fund the that lump sum to people who actually have the private wealth or the higher tier cards. That's just my vision here. But yeah, some of these perks are unnecessary to a budget gold credit card user, you know what I'm saying? Because this is like low income. So why would I want travel as my perk when I've never left the country? I don't even have a passport, for that sake. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta be on the lookout for such things. Every credit card will offer some sort of incentive for you to bank with them, but it's not really worth it if you really think about it. Okay. So the next one is going to be the premium banking credit card right there. 97 rands per month to maintain that card, and obviously you need to be earning 25,000 rands per month. This card gives you premium services, premium airport lounge access, and cash rewards and more. That's what they say. And basically, priority banking, dedicated premium banking line, whatever that means. You get cash rewards with Absa rewards. So does a debit card user. Not that special so far. Complimentary access to BidVest Premier domestic and international airport departure lounges. Basically, same case here. You get every same protection. The difference here being that you don't get preferential rates. You get complimentary visits here compared to the gold credit card one. So this one says 12 complimentary visits per annum, the preferential rates thereafter. So you get 12 free visits, which means you can do one free airport lounge visit at BidVest per month. So that covers you with 3 million of insurance, basically travel insurance. And you get like buyer's protections and extended warranties, which you also get that sort of protection in the other card, the budget card. You get Absa rewards and then Absa Advantage, which again, even a student gets these offers. But basically, yeah, that's about it. The card doesn't have much features to it. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry about that. There they have 5 tiers, so you can get 30% off a discount if you spend 3,000 rands, and that's 30 to 33. But that's like if you're in tier 5. What happens if you're in tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3, which is tiers that most people are going to end up in anyway? I mean, really, these terms and conditions are just hectic. They're hectic. So you have to have a total minimum spend for the booster of 7,000 rands on your premium banking credit card. So yeah, it's not really a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's not much you can do with this. You get 1,005 rand cash back. Yeah, that's about it. There's not much to the credit card except for the extra visits at the BidVest lounges at the airport. But everything else is just standard. You get a credit limit of 138,000 rands a year, I'm thinking, and they have their rates here and stuff like that. But that's about it. It's not much. That's the mid-tier card. We've done the gold, we've done the premium, and now we're going to the private banking side. You pay 200 rands per month, and that's going to be a qualifying income of 62,500 rand. What do you get with this 62,500 rand? Let's see. Since this is the more private side of banking, I'm hoping that they offer more perks. Okay. 24/7 private assist, Absa travel and lifestyle, and value-added benefits, complimentary and guest visits. I don't know exactly how to tell apart this and that. You know what I'm saying? They're sort of the same because they pertain to travel. The special features to note here are going to be their 24 complimentary visits to their BidVest Premier Airport Lounge. 24 complimentary visits, which means you can go 2 times a month for free at the lounge. I think you get more with FNB, if I'm not mistaken, with the private client side. Let's just go back and confirm that quickly. Oh, never mind. You get access to slow lounge, which is not the same as BidVest Premier. So that's basically the only special thing about this so far. You have these added features, which in my observation, this is not really a perk to you. It's just things that should come with a bank. You can get an addition of 2 guests per calendar year for free, I think, with all of those complimentary visits at that lounge. You get 6 complimentary international lounge key access. So if that's your thing, man, go for it. travel insurance, collision, damage waiver. So you get a credit limit of up to 228,000 rands, thinking that's a year, and all of those swipe limits end to end. Yeah, that's just about it. You just get private assistance. I'm thinking they can help you manage your money. You might have a private banker. And that's just the gist of it. There's not much to it. So yeah, the credit cards are standard and they offer just solid solutions. Then they have special perks. I think that's what sets Absa apart, at least for me, because I was able to get the credit card, which helped me build a credit score without obviously struggling to get that. You can take a quick peek at just that, and then we move on to the next bank. So the student card is 0 monthly premium every month. You don't pay anything. You need a minimum of 800 rand in your bank account. You don't have to be working. It's just allowance, but it needs to be circulating in your account. So that's just about it. I think you don't even get perks with it anymore. So it's worth getting if you just want the cash that comes in the credit card, if you really need a credit card, but that's about it. They offer more, I think, for their packages if you have a debit and a credit card, but there's no difference, virtually no difference. So I wouldn't recommend anyone to apply for the suite, as they call it. So yeah, that's everything from Absa. So that's it. Gold card is going to be budget saver, premium is going to be mid-tier or the working class, and this is going to be private banking for people with assets or people who earn more. FlexiCore is an odd product because it gives you the same thing as a gold card would, but just with a lower credit limit and less perks, I think. FlexiCore is like a student credit card. I think when they move you or migrate you from a student card, you just get FlexiCore, which from what I'm seeing, you don't get much of perks. You get Absa rewards, Absa Advantage, and yeah, that's just about it. There's nothing else you can get that is out of the ordinary. When this started, there was a lot more perks because I also, as a student, got complimentary visits. But they've since removed that, and the card is just straight up a cash budget account. It's just a credit account with nothing added to it. You get Absa rewards, which you can get, mind you, with the debit product. So I think it's safe to say we can move on to the next bank, which is Netbank. Hey friends, so this is another take 2 days later, and well, I wasn't feeling well, as you could tell from the previous video. I just decided to stop the recording and just get some rest. Otherwise, you will be seeing me in the next video where I'll be continuing the rest of the banks. So I'll be looking at your Netbank, Standard Bank, and Discovery as well. And I'll be covering those in the second part. But up till now, if you've watched this far, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me, and it just tells me that you want to see more content like this. And if, of course, you don't jive with this type of content, or you want more of this one, or just different alternatives, you could just leave a comment down below and let me know what you are looking for in the videos. I'm thinking about making a video that details which bank you should go for and why you should go for it. And let me know if you want to know a video like that, and I'll be more than happy to make it. Other than that, I think that's gonna be everything from this video. Just wait for the second part. It'll come out, I don't know, maybe later this month or the next month early, but don't hold me up for it. What? Don't hold it against me. Don't hold it against me if I don't make the video. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. I'm still feeling a little bit, weird after being really sick. So yeah, let me know if you want to know all of those things, and I'll get right onto it. Thank you for joining the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I don't even know if I could sit in this. Nope, not happening. This is the equivalent of coughing and farting. I burped and farted. Well, burped. No, I didn't fart. I burped and coughed. Consecutive. Anyway, I'm just going to be taking a quick water break. Give me a second. Yeah!